Hello everyone and welcome to Amnesia The Bunker. This is actually my second time playing the game and recording the commentary for it. I've done it once before, about I don't know, half a year ago or something, and my channel got deleted for some reason. And so here I am trying to do it again, and hopefully this time it'll be even better than before. Obviously, this game has come out for, I think, it's been out for like 2 years, I think, at this point. And I think it's still relatively new. And if you haven't played it yourself, I highly recommend playing it, what they call blindfold, without any information from the internet and things. It's just, it's just meant to be that way. It's such an amazing game, and definitely in my top games in 2020, actually, in the whole decade. There's nothing like it. Honestly, 2010s, you had Amnesia The Dark Descent. That was probably one of the best horror games to come out at that time. And in the 2020s, here we have The Bunker from the same developers. They're amazing. Frictional games. But anyways, we're gonna play through this game. It's not really a long game. I'm anticipating that this playthrough would be around about 3 hours, maybe 2 hours and a half, something like that. I'm actually gonna get my timer just to know how much time I have. I'm hoping to plan for like 1 hour per episode, but we'll see how it goes. All right, let's begin. Alright, we're gonna do the normal standard game. On normal, it says experience the chilling atmosphere without the constant. Oh, sorry. A horror experience where dying is part of the thrill. It's vital to adapt, use caution, and strategize to survive. Yeah, all that's fine. I'm actually gonna skip the intro tutorial cutscene, just because in the interest of brevity, I don't really want to do all of that. Yeah, and it's not too important. Basically, your main character is in the trenches during combat, and he's going through, going through the motions, killing people and all this stuff. And eventually what happens is his friend goes out on patrol and doesn't come back. So then the main character, our character, he goes and tries to rescue him, and all these things happen. Anyways. I really enjoy how the game just throws you into it. No warning. You're already in the frying pan. Let's see. Soldier Clement admitted to medical treatment following events of 9th of July. Personal effects held in the storage locker. Patient remains in weak coma state. Will respond to stimuli, but only for brief periods of time. When last rose, he reported no memory of recent events, had trouble recalling even his own name, most likely due to severity of initial head trauma. Will continue to monitor. If status does not improve in a week's time, recommend transfer for neurological tests. So obviously they're talking about me. I got concussed during the rescue for my friend. I believe the friend's name is Lambert. Lambert something. Flashlight.
9th of July.
I'm in a state of agony. It cripples my body, captures my mind, bleeds my soul. This thing I have done. This thing. It is lunch in the mess hall currently. The thought of eating repulses me. So this is the main character. The character that we're playing as. He's his thoughts. Apparently he's done a very bad thing. Body of Sergeant Reynard. Multiple lacerations. Chest cavity torn to shreds. Every rib cracked. Skull cracked open by repeated blunt force trauma. Who could have done this to him? Jeez. Oh, this looks like a certain camp in history. Jesus. It's locked.
Thought I was the last one. We're trapped down here. Rat fucking officers ran and blew the exit behind them. You want to escape. You need to blow it back open. There's dynamite in the arsenal. And a handle to trigger it somewhere in the excavation site. Get them, and you can make it out. Shit. That thing, it's coming for me. Here, take this. Finish me off. Please. I want to die at the hands of a brother soldier, not that monster. There's ammo in the pantry. Get it. Do the job, please.
Yeah, I was about to ask whether or not this came with ammo. Alright, man. Sorry, man. Don't know why I find that incredibly sad. Couldn't even get his last dying wish. Oh, it seems like a bad idea. There we go. This here is the safe room, the hub area, I guess you could call it. It connects to... only one bullet left, nice. It connects to all of the bunker. So we're in the central heart of the area. Important. When processing deceased soldiers, please check the reverse side of their ID tags for any messages, symbols, or locker codes. These are to be wiped clean before the tag is preserved and recorded. Well, there's nothing there anyway. Yeah, I think I want to take a little moment just to explain my appreciation for this game, why I like it so much. Obviously, the atmosphere. I think firstly I should talk about the setting. The game is set during the... I think that's perfect cue. The game is set during the Great War, you know, 1919, 1912, around this time. And as you heard the bombshells go off, it's still active war. And I like that, obviously, the concept, you know, the whole era of the wars and things, it's pretty cool. But also the added hopelessness to the whole situation. Like, you're in this bunker, and soon you're gonna find out that you're stuck here. I mean, the guy told us that we're trapped in this bunker with the monster. And it's not like escaping would give us any necessarily freedom. I mean, we're still in an active war zone, and our chances of survival on the surface is no higher than what we have here in the bunker. I just love that, you know, you're double screwed. I think that's genius, I think. Also, the ambience is very thick. You can see the stillness of the air. You know, this place has been very, very hastily abandoned. You can see like the papers scattered around. You know, the shirts are still hung. You know, this has been really recent, and it makes you feel like you missed out. You know, you were in a coma for, I think it was a week or something, or maybe 2 weeks. Your main character was in a coma, and you know, had he had been awake, he probably would have escaped with the other officers who ran away, maybe. But now he, you know, he definitely feels that isolation. And coupled with the amnesia, like, he knows he did something bad. You know, in his notes, he's done something bad. He doesn't know what he's done, to who, or, you know, what even caused him to be concussed and all that. And he has nobody there to tell him. You know, he's completely isolated. I love that. Anyways. Update to all medical and mortuary personnel. The rat problem has not gotten any better. They're swarming every dead body. They're even coming after the wounded. But the vermin have no interest in flesh after it is burnt. So, a new policy must be instituted. The bodies of all deceased soldiers must be burned. I have spoken to Father Diraish about this matter. He will provide proper consecration for the deceased. Remains will be preserved for families. This is not ideal, and it fills my soul with pain, but burning the dead seems to be the only way to stop the rats from coming, so burn them we must. That is just disturbing. The fact you have to burn your own comrades. You know, it's sad enough in war that you're unable to give them like a proper burial, because they'll just be piled up on the streets, in the trenches and things. But to have to burn them yourself, you know, people who, you know, you went out with, and, you know, your buddies for life, and you have to do this to them. It's quite gruesome, quite dark. This here is the storage. You can put in your items, things that obviously you can't carry everything with you, so having them here secured is good. You can drop things in the environment, such as this. You can go here and drop things, but this is more permanent and it's just more safe. Down here is the generator. Alright, that's our first code. A stopwatch. Yeah, so the central mechanic of this game is the generator. Basically, when the generator is off, all the lights are out, or practically all the lights are out, and the monster is very active. And so it's crucial to keep it on. Obviously, it's a limited resource. You don't want to use it too much, so I'm actually going to keep it off until I'm ready to go. Another thing is I picked up the pocket watch, which can be synced with the generator, and then you can see how much time you have left. It's pretty neat, I think. Warning, generator fuel is extremely flammable. Do not light any fires near the fuel. Do not fire any weapons near the fuel. For God's sake, do not even smoke your cigarettes near it. Store it only in sturdy metal canisters. Glass breaks far too easily. If it spills, wipe the area clean immediately, then dispose of the rags outside of the bunker. Well, I wish we could go outside of the bunker, but yeah. Interesting, they told us not to fill it in glass. I can make Molotovs. Alright, that's a pretty full tank, I like it. So yeah, he can track how much time he has with the stopwatch. Very nifty. I'll keep it with me for now. Alright, so... what was the code again? 4169. Nice. Alright, and here we go. So this is the exit. No, it used to be the exit. Have not seen another human for hours now. I might be the last. But, in the hope that there might be another, I leave this now so you do not waste any time. This is the only exit. The only way out of this hell of our making. It was blown closed. It needs to be blown open. Don't bother digging. Impossible. Blow it up. The dynamite is locked in the arsenal. The detonator handle is somewhere down in the Roman tunnels, deeper in hell. I go now to try and retrieve them both. Though I do not know if you exist, I pray for you. Please extend me the same courtesy. I suppose he never made it back. Or maybe he's out there somewhere. So yeah, we basically need to find two pieces, dynamite and detonator. And it's gonna be a while until we get those things, I can tell you now. There seems to be a lockdown. Oh. I don't think it's gonna work. Careful. Too much noise. Fuel is always good. One constant thing about the I don't have space. Alright, I'll drop some fuel canisters here, just so I can pick them up later. Yeah, one of the constant things with frictional games is their physics-based movement and interacting with objects.
9th of July.
Let's see. I do not know the time, but dusk has fallen, and still, of course, no word. When I asked the sergeant, he shrugged, as if I was asking about when it might next rain. These fools around me, laughing, drinking, arguing. Do they know what I've done? Do they suspect it? I feel they must all be guilty of something, and yet they laugh, drink, and argue. God knows what I've done. I wonder if his judgment could be worse than my own. What did you do, Henri? Clearly something bad. Eau Claire, 1042. Some ammo, very nice. Yeah, so basically this room is the area where all the troops would stash their tools. There's a picture. Some screwdriver or something. Yeah, this is where they would store all of their tools and equipment. But sadly, most of it is locked. and so we're gonna have to find either them or their corpses if you want to access it. So now that the lights are on, you know, the monster is not too encouraged to come out. He doesn't like to be seen. Or maybe he just prefers to jump scare you. Maybe that's why he wants it to be dark. I don't know. I mean, despite the generator being on, it's still pretty dark. But I can barely access anything without the lockdown being lifted. I'm just gonna close that real quick. Night. Strange scratching sounds a few moments ago, and now it sounds like someone is pacing in the hallway. Probably Reynard, drunk on the stash of wine I know he hides from us. Best I confront him now, either get him into bed to sleep it off, or convince him to share a bottle or two with me. Cold fear runs through all of our veins now. Fournier has terrorized the men for answers. They say they were asleep until Reynard screams. I believe them, of course. Fournier went so far as to accuse prisoner of escaping his cell and committing the murder. Impossible. I wonder about Fournier. His rage hides fear. He takes it out on the men, and I can see no way to stop it. It breeds contempt. My mind slips back to the moment Reynard started screaming. How easily it could have been me. How easily it still could be me. For the first time, I wish the order to attack would come. I would rather face 1,000 German guns than this nameless dread. Jesus. What exactly am I gonna face? To any who find this, Fournier, our commanding officer, cowers next to me now. He's lost his mind to an abyss of fear. He repeats the same refrain over and over. Flee, flee. We must flee and seal the beast where it belongs. He wants to run. To blow up the exit behind him, sealing the demon down here. The demon and our men. His constant refrain, it is getting to me. And that same void of terror, it is also overtaking me. To any of my men who see this once we're free of this place, I will get the arsenal code from him. I will get it and I will radio it back to you. Trapped down here with this beast, the arsenal may be your only hope. It's all I can do, all I have courage to do. Get to the communications room in the soldiers' quarters. Hide there. I'll broadcast the code for you. I respect that. That guy, he definitely wants to give us weapons. I like that. Right now I feel very defenseless with how many bullets do I have again? 2 bullets. It doesn't seem too well off. From Sergeant Hubert, the same guy. Engineers have broken through our storage area and into the old Roman tunnels. They are, as we thought, structurally sound, deep, and, I confess, I was skeptical of this last point, but they do indeed lead in the direction of the German line. By September, we should be in position to launch a massive push from inside the tunnels. Perhaps of note, inside the tunnels we found urns, Latin texts, etc. We'll do our best to preserve some material for posterity. Updates to follow. That's talking in September. I think all this is happening in July, isn't it? Let's see what he said here. July 14th. Yeah, they haven't even made it in the summer yet. Things really didn't go as planned. Ah, I see the detonator right there. So the detonator is by the Roman tunnels, as the other note said. So apparently the bunker connects to the Roman tunnels somehow. Doesn't seem really smart to be blowing up your bunker. After raid of last evening, we have in custody some 20 German soldiers from the 4th Reserve Corps of the 2nd Army. This puts our cells past capacity. With one exception, I recommend they be shipped to the camps as soon as feasible. Prisoner something I would like to hold. Before capture, he ripped his rank and insignia from his uniform, so his rank remains unknown. Since capture, he has refused to say a word. I suspect he may be an officer or other important person. I believe once removed from his men, we can break him. Please advise. Fair enough. It's probably the captain or platoon sergeant or whatever. This doesn't seem very safe. There's a trap on the door. Alright. Fournier. He's our sergeant or commander. Situation report. After Tremblay's death, the bunker descended into chaos. I've retaken control and ordered the men to form up in squads. They're to hunt down the beast and kill it. They tell me it's not possible. They tell me the bullets don't kill it. They only buy a little time, and the beast comes back angrier. Cowards. I've sent them back out now to do as they should. Hunt and kill it. If they fail, they'll face a worse fate than claws in the darkness. Well, it sounds like he's the coward, hiding here. Obviously, not for long. I have ordered increased security for the arsenal, lock and code, and I will root out those responsible for this horrendous act. Justice will be done for France. Don't know what exactly happened. Seems like everyone here is on the same team. They should be. Yeah. This monster is pretty ruthless, gruesome. Blocked. It's very important to keep the lights on. I think there's a way through here. Behind all these boxes. Try and be quiet. Jesus. Less died in his own room. There's something in here. Grenades. Okay. I am now putting into writing what I have reported to both of my immediate superiors. Last evening, 14th of May, I was assigned to aid the engineers in mapping the Roman tunnels. As I entered the deepest area of the tunnels, I noticed strange glowing liquid seeping from the walls. When I turned around, the walls of the tunnels themselves were suddenly gone, and I was standing in a vast plain of darkness. In the distance, there was a sickly light that seemed to be calling me forward. Between it and me, malformed shadows moved. I blinked again, and it was gone. I was back in the tunnel. It lasted but a split second, but I am quite convinced that what I saw was no daydream, it was real. Since that experience, I have felt haunted, like a part of me is still there, stuck in the tunnels. I keep seeing shapes moving at the edge of my vision. I am formally requesting medical leave. Please help me. What exactly has he seen? Reminds me of some creepypasta. I think I'll drop the bottle so I can grab the grenade. Interesting. So the officers and soldiers seem to have booby-trapped the place with strings and trapdoors to try and kill the beast, but it seems like it's more of a problem to me than the creature. Which is fun, I guess. I locked myself from that side. There we go. I feel like this is getting in the way. Last thing I want is to be stumbling when the creature is here. Okay. Let's check on our generator. Seems okay. So we haven't even lifted the lockdown yet, so... But this is what I was saying about the map leading into many places. I think the soldiers' quarters is what had the communications room, where he said he'll radio in the code for the arsenal. So that's probably where I want to be heading at some point. It seems like the beast has been a little quiet recently. Which I'm not complaining, of course. Uh, 8759. Yeah, I do not like these halls. Alright. So we have communications, prison, mission storage, and soldier quarters. On the west side, I believe. Yeah. Alright. Just gonna make sure the generator is full before I head out. Alright. Always nice to have a surplus of fuel. I think I'll take some meat with me. Alright, I'll save. So now I need to decide where I want to go. I think I'll go to the soldier quarters, maybe. It seems like I'll get to communications from there and maybe get the code for arsenal. But I'm also short on inventory space, so I prefer to take at most 3 items. Alright, soldier quarters is this way. Attention, the power in this part of the facility is daisy-chained. Shut off the power in one section in the chain, the subsequent areas will go off as well. Switches should only be turned off under extraordinary circumstances, like when I say so. Pranks and mischief will be reported directly to Reynard. It seems like I'll have to follow the cable. Oh, maybe not. That's communications right there. Oh. Everything is so methodical and oh, it seems like they're having a good time. Yeah, every movement in this game feels so intentional. Like when you try to reload, you have to go through 4 different steps, or how many number of steps, and it just amplifies the chances of messing up under stress. Corpse might be having a bot, like a code that I need. This is very, very bad. Toussaint? Noyer has been telling us of the tunnel text, describing what these tunnels were used for. But I didn't need him to tell me. I've seen it. I was in there, in the dark. I dream of it every night now. Dreams are so real that when I wake, the day itself feels like the dream. I'm at a ritual. It begins with the drinking of a liquid, sweet and thick, like mucus or honey, repulsive and yet intoxicating. As I drink, it warms my body, fills me with a lust for all things carnal. Everything carnal. Around me are others, their faces hidden, their bodies rippling. I know we all serve the same master, to the same end, a place in her unending kingdom. Immortality. The things I do in these dreams, a terrible whirl of horrors, bloody and twirled, that make the charnel pit of the war seem like mere play. I wake horrified, but in the dreams I am elated. The worst part, at the end of every day, I want to be asleep. I want to go back to that place. I want to feel that way. I want the violence and the ecstasy and the pitch black darkness. Yeah, he's definitely lost it, I think. That's why you don't do drugs, I suppose. I'm really low on storage. I think fuel is more important than I think I'm gonna place down the fuel here, as it's close to the hub, and we'll move on. I think I just saw it. I saw its hand. Hmm. I'm panicking. I think I'm gonna use this to barricade the door. Jesus Christ. Nearly have a full chamber. Fournier claims one of us killed Reynard, but I saw Reynard's corpse. His eyes were gone, gouged from his skull, his tongue was shredded. We all hated Reynard, but none of us could have done this. War is a brutality, but it is anonymous, mechanized. We fire at distant soldiers. Whoever did this, it was intimate, it was sadistic. I fear for us all. Yeah, I think I have a good idea who did it.
July 9th.
Ah, this is me. My conscience compels me now, as it failed to compel me then. I must do something, even if it costs me my own life. I must do something, lest I never sleep again. I must do something or risk greeting hell itself as a relief. I must do something. I go. Yeah, this is mine. I guess this is where I slept. And there's a grenade tied to that door. You know, there's that whole joke about... Oh. There's that whole joke about schizophrenics having, you know, hearing things inside walls and stuff, but I think I am properly schizophrenic right now. Oh, this is not ideal. This seems to be the main power. This is bad. Okay. Oof. Oh, this is not good. Bleeding in this game is really not a good thing. You leave a trail of blood that anything can track you with. Cool thing is you can combine things in your inventory like that. Oh, it's just rats. I love this music. There's nothing here. Oh, Jesus, I don't want to do that. I have lots of fuel, but no storage. And I'm halfway gone with my fuel. What's on the other side of this? Oh. It seems like a necessary evil, but I guess I can hide there. Alright. I guess we know what we're gonna be doing next episode because I will stop here. So yeah, we've done a lot. We've seen the soldier get killed. We've lifted the lockdown, and now we're in the soldiers' quarters, hopefully trying to get into communications, try and get into Arsenal. Hopefully there we'll get some weapons or something. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, and reading the notes and getting into the lore of the game, the whole plot and story. It's really good. Even though it's very minimal, you know, it's just through texts and papers, but I mean that's how Frictional Games has always done it. You've always read the stories, and they're really good at writing, as you saw in some of the examples. Very descriptive. You can almost I don't know who writes these at Frictional, but he's doing a really good job, or she. But yeah, I hope this has been enjoyable for you. I am going to continue the series. I'm also going to continue Dark Souls. I know I haven't touched it in a few months now, but I was just incredibly busy. But these next coming weeks, I'm going to be free for a lot of the time, and so I'm hoping to be able to record some of these videos and just, you know, have them saved somewhere, you know, outside of my mind, because I have so much on my mind that I want to share with this game, with Dark Souls, lots of other games. Silent Hill I want to do at some point as well. So yeah, I mean, no guarantee promises that I'll be able to record all of those things, but I'm hoping to maybe at least finish Dark Souls. I'm definitely going to finish this. It's quite short, and I don't know. I love it. Anything horror, I just enjoy so much, especially when it's survival horror. Things like this, it scratches an itch really well. But yes, I'm gonna quit rambling now, turn off the video, and hopefully tomorrow or something I'll have the next video up for this one, episode 2. So yeah, thank you for watching, and take care.